Hey guys, this is Dr. B. Just a little intro to show you about the course. I'm sure we'll go over almost all this in class, but I know you guys have a lot of things going on, so this is a video you can refer to get started with the course and what you need to do. So first things first, you should see something like this when you get to the course. I'm not going to go over the whole syllabus now, but I will go over a couple key things that matter to the beginning of the course. It's obviously on you to read all this. Um, Exactly, like email, great, lovely. What you need, and I sent this out in the email, is you absolutely need to get the access code to McGraw-Hill uh, that comes with this course. It also comes, it's from the bookstore, and you can even get it from this particular site. I'll show you how to do that. Here's a breakdown of your grades. I'll go over that later. But the part I want to spend a little time on is this. This is the schedule. And I start every week here with Thursday because that's when we meet. So this kind of gives you all the work, everything that's due that you need to do during the week. So this first week you can see here, um, we'll be doing the first lab. I'll be introducing the course. I'll be going over part of chapter 2, which is also part of the lab. And that lab report is due on the 9th, which is the next time I see you. All the other assignments you have, except exams, they're in person, but online quizzes and online assignments, the due dates are here. So the first test is chapter 2, 3, and 4, but I make you take a quiz on chapter 2 and 3 right here so that you don't go the entire 3 weeks of not ever having looked at anything. It kind of forces you to study or at least review part of chapter 2 and 3. And then all the homework from chapter 2 assignment, chapter 3 assignment, and chapter 4 assignment, not the quizzes, but the chapter assignments, those are due 9/22, which is the Wednesday before your first exam. And so that's kind of how it repeats. And you can see down the line. So that's your schedule of what you're doing. So let's now go back to the course and kind of show you how to look through this. So first thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and register for some of the online lectures that I make. I will be lecturing in person, but I also have additional assignments that help you with the topics that you can do outside of that. So basically it's free. All you do is you click here, and then here it's going to send you to a screen that looks like this. It says, hey, do you want to join this class? You just say yes. I'm not going to hit join now. But once you join the class, that's all you need to do. You do not need to go there to actually do the work, and I'll tell you what that means. So now that you've done that, the only other thing you have to do is register for the McGraw-Hill Connect part, which is all your chapter assignments and all of your quizzes. And the way that you would register for that is just go down to any of the chapter assignments or quizzes here. You're just going to literally click on one. Now, obviously, I am not a student, in this class. So for me, it's not going to do what it's supposed to do. But for you, when you click this right here, it's going to bring you to a site to register for this particular class. It's going to say, hey, do you have your access code? If so, put it in. And that is if you bought this through the bookstore. But if you wanted to buy the code through here, it'll say, hey, if you don't have an access code, you can buy it right here with the credit card. So once you go through and do that and register for the program or for this McGraw-Hill Connect, then basically you're ready to start the class. So if I just kind of refresh this, you've already registered for this here for the online lectures, and I'll show you what they look like. You've already registered for McGraw-Hill Connect. You can then start. And how it works basically is here. This is everything that's on exam 1. The very top one you'll see here is basically a study guide of what's on the exam. I do not like when teachers are very vague about what's on the exam. So it's not a secret. This is the exam. You want to know what's on the test? There it is. So you have to know it. And so there it is. It's a great way to kind of guide your studying. Then I always follow it up with a PowerPoint for chapter 2 first, which is I cherry pick slides that come from the book for that. And then I have a whole set of other things to help you. I have little mini lectures that I made. This one happens to be on pH, and so here's a little quick video of me kind of, you can see, explaining pH. And all kinds of other things. A lot of these are, some of these are little links to short websites that have little practice things, like this one's how to build an atom. You'll have to do that for the exam. So this is where you would take a particular element, I don't know, just pick a random one, and go ahead and kind of, build, whatever particular atom is. If you put something in the wrong spot, it'll tell you, which is kind of nice. So this is just a whole bunch of things to help you, little short videos. The Edpuzzle stuff I want to show you as well. So if you were to look at this one that says Introduction to Chemical Bonds, this is actually part of the Edpuzzle thing that you registered for that was free. So obviously I'm not in the class there, but as you go to that and click that, it will have an activity that you're going to do. So a lot of these are built-in activities, and PowerPoint and hands-on stuff, animated, and they all go back to the exam. Every single thing that's on here is part of the exam. There are things on here that are there are things that are not on here that are on the exam. But again, this is everything that you need to be able to do really well on the test. So not only do you have your normal work, for example, in Chapter 2, which would be all this stuff to help, but you also then have the Chapter 2 assignment. And so after you look at Chapter 2, you want to go ahead and do that chapter assignment. You get it 3 times. You can do Chapter 2 3 times, or Chapter 3 3 times, or any of the chapter assignments. You can do them 3 times. I take the highest grade. You also have to take a quiz for each of the few chapters, and those you get 1 shot. Homework assignments here, the chapter assignments, 3 times I take the highest. Quizzes, 1 shot. And you are perfectly allowed to have resources in front of you for the quiz or for the chapter assignments. These are for you to learn about the information you're going to need. And all this information is on the test. So this hopefully gives you an outline to the part of the course that is the lecture part. The lab part is very straightforward. You're going to be introduced to that in lab. Obviously, it'll be like lab assignments you do and lab reports, and that's how they're graded. But I wanted to go over this to hopefully give you a little bit of an idea about how to begin the course. And again, if you have any questions, just let me know.